everybody. We are having another after hours late night lounge conversation. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Let me dim the lights down just a tad bit, just a tad bit. Excuse me. Bad. Wait, turn it up just a little bit. Actually, turn it up just a little bit. There we go. What's going on? Great to see everybody. Welcome in tonight. We're gonna be having an incredible conversation. I'm gonna pick a poll, something that I want to, this is we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll ask one of the viewers for a question, and then we can see what the answers of the results are. You know what? Let me try to see this really quickly. Start a Q&A. What's the scariest? What's the scariest thing about women? Yeah, let's do that. Think about women. Let's see. Let's do like a nice. I'm trying to figure out what color would be fly. Let's do this one. This will be cool. Start the Q&A. Let's see. Now, okay, this is gonna be cool. This is my first time doing this, so I want to see how this is gonna work. Let me try to pull it up just right there. Don't want it too away from my face or too on my face. Let me see, actually. Can I? Okay. Bring it down like that? Yeah, I think that's fine. What's going on with everybody? It's your boy, All-Star Izzy. Welcome in. Shout out to everybody that's coming in. I see you guys spawning in. What's up? Say what's up to your boy. Don't be afraid. Say the stars. Put the stars out. Hit the like button. Subscribe. I appreciate y'all being here. Listen, we're going to have a good conversation. Can somebody that's in here right now click it real quick and try to answer? I want to see if the answer is going to go through and if I'm able to see it. This is my first time doing it. So, going further, if this shit goes crazy, we can just do so many questions and answers going forward. But what's going on, y'all? Remember, always drink your H2O. I was listening to Jay-Z's second album. I got to finish the album throughout because I went to the gym earlier and then I was listening to it, but he said this line, and let me see what the name is called, so I don't gotta butcher it, man. Give me one brief moment. Let me see really quickly, because that line was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this is the same. Shout out, I see you all in the building. What's good? What's going on? Hold on. Let me see. Jay-Z, and then yo, Pain. What's up? Everything. Yo, Pain, can you do me a favor and can you try to type in the answer? Or if just to see if you can. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, give me a second. What's up? What's good? What's going on with everyone? What's going on now? What is that? Hold on. Let me look at the thing real quick. The city is mine. Yeah. What's up? What's going on? Oh, that's what's up, Addy. They think you can read their mind, but you can't. They get blamed for not listening. Desert Armory and more says. 9 is fine, 8 is great, but 7 is heaven. What's up, bro? Where you from? H-Town, what's up? I'm actually from Texas, but I'm from Killeen, Texas, to be specific. You know what I'm saying? Justin, what's going on? How you doing? Who is this flamboyant Mexican? I'm weird. I'm white as fuck. Y'all funny as hell. So, was there able to answer it? I'm trying to figure that out. I don't think. Can you type in an answer, or is it just telling y'all to answer it down, or is it not letting y'all? That's interesting. Addy is definitely a D1 hater, but that's why you gotta keep shit in here like that. What's up? What's good with everybody? It's your boy, All-Star Izzy. Hit the like button, subscribe to your boy. We on the road to the top, man. I'm really excited for this Friday for have an All-Star Gaming Day. Yeah, actually, you're like Andrew Tate, seriously. I'm gonna pin that one, actually. When you click the answer, it throws it into the chat. Oh, okay, perfect. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you. It didn't work for me. I couldn't answer. Okay. That's okay, cool. Now I get to know. That's what's up. All right, everything. 9 is 5. They tits so big, that's crazy. That's such a crazy thing. I didn't know that. That's pretty tight, bro. I ain't not gonna lie. That's what's up. When you click the answer, it goes in chat. Hood. I lived there from 2017, not military though. What's crazy? I was only born in Killeen though. I don't know like too much that goes in there because I was born in Killeen and then we moved very shortly, like a couple of years. So I didn't really get to experience Killeen. But Texas is hella hot, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Texas is super hot. I went over there for an overlay right from my flight back from Las Vegas. Dog, I stepped off of the flight into like the Houston airport. It was humid in there. I don't do well with humidity. Do y'all like humidity? I don't really do well with it, to be honest. To be honest, I said to McDonald's. They're protective. So William, you think the scariest thing about women is that they're protective? You know, the reason why I put what's the scariest thing about women is because I see that a lot of men are afraid of women in capacities, right? Where it can be in dating or just like talking to women, approaching them, or whatever the case is. Let's see. Had to spend it in an hour, what would you do? If I only had if I got $100, but I had to spend it in 1 hour, that's a really good question, to be honest. You know, it would really have to depend where I am at that moment. But also too, what I'll do is probably like, and I can only spend it in 1 hour. I don't know, bro. That's a really good question. I'll probably buy like some like figurines or maybe some jewelry, like some necklaces, like some like what are those things called? It's like the little icon thing. Fuck. It's like a figurine, like imagine a Demon Slayer or like a figurine or something, like a Pokemon one, but I forgot what it's called. A Funko Pop. I would buy a Funko Pop, but I would put it on a necklace. Like I would buy a whole bunch of Funko Pops, like small ones, so then I can like wear it on a chain or some shit. That's probably what I would do too, to be honest. Bro, Las Vegas is hot as fuck. We don't do well with the dry heat. Y'all get up there with the temp. Bro, it's so crazy, bro. When I went to Las Vegas on my birthday in June, dog, when I tell you, I did not prepare for it at all. I literally went over there and I was wearing slacks and I had a whole bunch of button-up shirts. Cause I like the aesthetics of like the things that I saw, and I like to dress up myself. Like when I'm out here, I dress up pretty well. I like to take my care, look neat and shit. But when I was out there, bro, it was way too hot for that. I was literally calling rides. I don't care how far. It was like what, a 15-minute walk, bro. It's hot in there. You know what I'm saying? Caden says they're so not scary. That's what's scary. Interesting. They're just pretty. But you know too, Caden, let me say this, like a lot of men can find beauty or pretty women intimidating. They find it very fearful. Daniel, great to see you. What's going on? You get a 12-pack in the gram. Okay, but $100? Demonic Labubu. I'm wig. What's up, homie Joe? Hey, shout out to homie Joe. What's up with it, bro? What's going on? Yeah, Funko Pop. Yeah, Funko Pop. Yeah, the humidity sucks for people who come in. Oh nah, see, man, that's the humidity though. That's the thing. I can't do well with that. I like a nice breeze. I like it being cool. I like the sun to beam out and stuff, but I can't have nothing too hot, nothing too humid. And it's the weather is everywhere. I can't feel that personally. I'm just like, bro, I genuinely cannot do that. I know Florida has some nice weather from what I've experienced, but I don't know too much. Michelle says us. Is that the scariest thing? Kaden says they can cheat on you any second or switch up. That's true. You know, everybody got the freedom too, for sure. I just think although it's true, women will definitely, they can cheat on you at any given moment, but it's also too about who the man is, like who they're with. Cause you know, women could just be with men that they're just like placeholders. You know, somebody who's just there. Y'all ever seen like those movies where she gets with the guy who makes her feel good about herself, but she really wants the guy that basically ignores her, you know? I appreciate you, Bill. Thank you. Frank says this is the scariest thing about women, they could be snipers. Yeah, it's funny. I was just playing Call of Duty earlier. I'm so bad at Call of Duty. And I was gonna do Call of Duty for my game event this Friday, but nah, maybe I'll do it for like game event 2. I'll probably bring it in. Vermont has been crazy this year. For real, I can only imagine. And yeah, women are scary. Pardon me, Michelle, what's the scariest thing about women? Kaden says, true about the feelings, for real. If you ain't cheating, you don't get caught. It ain't cheating if you don't get caught. Yeah, one could say that. But also, too, you know, if you're going to cheat, don't be with the individual. But like you said, true about the feelings. Yeah, no, it's real. It's real. It's very real. But see, why I like to ask these questions is because, like, So I'm an empowerment coach. I speak on love, dating, and relationships, self-esteem, empowering yourself to empower others in your lifestyle, right, in your reality. And a lot of the times when I have conversations with men, a lot of their fear comes from approaching women. A lot of their anxiety comes from like, so actually I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine, and he said he did an experiment, right? And he approached fat women, good looking women, skinny women, all like any type of woman, right? So he did that, but he also found that when it came to women that was necessarily his type, he was too afraid and he kind of let that go over his mind. And he was like a little bit too scared, so he didn't really do too much, right? But the experiment wasn't that, is that it's not about like, it can be about the looks or whatever stuff, but it's more so about who you are in approaching the woman who you deem as pretty. You know, like just that's why I say, what is it? Someone said, I forgot who it was. Someone said that as women are, that pretty women are scary, or like it's just that they're pretty is what makes them scary, something like that. But men get afraid. It's kind of like you just have that anxiety that comes with it because maybe you like how the woman looks so much that you don't want to be like, oh, I don't want to like mess this up. So I try to be as as cool. I'm walking on eggshells. But then it's like that opposite with the video that or the movie that I explained to you. The guy who wants to make who makes her feel good and all these things, but the other guy is more so like ignoring her, but because he doesn't care about how she feels, if that makes sense. It's like the a-hole versus the nice guy type of thing. You never know what we're thinking or planning. Oh, Michelle. Oh, okay. You're a lady. Okay, cool. You never see. I don't find ladies scary, to be honest. I don't find women scary. I think the only thing that'd be scary is if she's like better than me at Mortal Kombat. That'd be like one of the scariest things to me. I'd be like, how the hell did you get so good? Cause you gotta really be locked in playing video games. And I'm like, well, that's wild. But shout out to everybody. Salute to y'all. Thank you for 5 likes. Let's work our way to 10 likes. And if you'd like to join the community, subscribe to your boy. I'm going live every single day in September. We have daily talks like this all the time. Tomorrow I'm gonna be talking about I Show Speed. Well, in the afternoon, I'm gonna be talking about him because I seen this clip about him talking with his ex, and it was really awkward. Bill says scariest part about women is how dumb we be acting around them. They just people, my guys. It's simpler than you probably think. Are you scared of dudes? Then you're crazy for asking that. But no, that's see, I like that you said that though, Bill. Yes, exactly. It's women are just people. Like they're literally just people. They're just the opposite, obviously the opposite gender. So what is the scariest thing that comes down when it's women? Like what is it then, right? Because we can sit here and be like, yeah, we can huddle up as men, like we all huddling up and like, yeah, guys, so this is what's gonna happen. You know how you putting your heads together and shit? We all huddling up talking about women, and then be like, oh yeah, women are just people like us. Woo woo, they do the same thing. They still got bad breath when they wake up. All right, but then when we all leave the huddle, who's going to talk to the women? Who's going to like really take it and take the next step? Because we could say it in a moment, and I'm not saying we as in myself, but you could say it in a moment, and then the motivation starts to wear off. Jules, great to see you. How you doing today? Thank you for your consistency. I do very much appreciate you, Jules. I see you in the building. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for 7 likes. Let's keep working our way to 10. My name is All-Star Izzy. You're more than welcome to subscribe and be a part of this journey. Thank you. Bleed for me, please. Wow, what a name. Says exposure therapy is the best way to get over the fear of talking to women. Just be normal and nice and have organic conversation and it's straight. I'm chopped as fuck, but I pull just because I shoot my shot, period. Let me pin that. Let me pin that. So Bleed for me, let me ask you a question. So what to you, Bleed for me? What is the scariest thing to women in your perspective? But I like that very much. I really like what you said. You said something important that I'm going to talk on in a second, but let me get to these lives. Thank you for the gift. What the fuck is that? But women turn Mortal Kombat into real life, and we get mad. He? You get mad he? I'm not sure what that means or what you mean by that. See, women can make Mortal Kombat real. But that's the thing. Listen. I'm not gonna. We cannot be ignorant to the fact, nor will I be ignorant that there are some chaotic women out there. But that's why the process of vetting women properly, and vetting women properly means to see her for who she is versus to see her for how you want to see her. So an example would be like a pretty woman, right? She's a pretty good looking woman. Let's say your type, whatever she is, maybe short, Latina, long black hair. She wears dresses. I don't know, just whatever, just your type, just and for anybody, whomever. But you see her and she's pretty, so while being in a conversation with her, maybe talk to her, maybe you already did all the approaching or whatever. But now, because it's either you're gonna be stuck on how beautiful she looks, but you can notice she has some crazy tendencies. She could have like told you, in her last relationship, she had to call the police on her boyfriend, because crazy things happen. She slashed his tires, and you could be like, well, man, he must have been a piece of S, right? A piece of sheetrock. But the whole thing is just she because she looks good, you're passing by the red flags that she's telling you, or maybe she doesn't respect your time. So it's always gonna be that thing of like, are you gonna choose yourself or are you gonna choose the beauty in women? You know what I'm saying? But that's why it's important to see if a woman is wild, because there's a lot of pretty women, but there are some of those, bro. And I'm telling y'all, just off of just straight experience, and even some experiences I've had, I've rejected a lot of women. I had to cut off a lot of women too. Just small things like, if I invited a woman over and something happened, I forgot what the dialogue was, but I was going into my room and she told me to grab her stuff, but she was already downstairs. But I was like, I'm already in my room. I was like, just grab your stuff and come bring it up. And then she got into my room with her stuff with an attitude, and she took my door and she slammed it right behind her. And I was like, why'd you slam my door? And she just stood quiet, and she was pouting a bit. And I'm like, hold on, wait, firstly, please don't slam my door. But what's going on? She said, you could have just grabbed my stuff. And I told her I was upstairs. You just need to grab your stuff and meet me upstairs in my room. So off of her, I do. Oh, bet, appreciate it. Can you get it off? But off of her doing that, slamming my door, I told her to go home. I didn't even have sex with her, but I told her to go home that off of just some pouting, off of something small like that, it would make sense if I was down there and she was already up in my room. That's one thing. But for something as small as that and slamming my door, I completely cut it off. It is what it is, bro. I don't deal. I have a very low tolerance with stuff like that. Let me know. Would y'all tell a woman to go home, and you know you're gonna smash, right? Would y'all tell her to go home if she slammed your door and she had an attitude about something like that? Because to me, that just seemed like it was too demanding and like controlling. Cause why I gotta go downstairs? You're right there. I'm already up here. Shit's a whole different thing. Bleed for me says, scariest thing about women or talking to women. Just say talking to women. Shout out to everybody. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Happy Gilmore. I appreciate you. Scariest thing is their loyalty. Lil, great to see you. I've seen you come a lot of times. Do you have an all-star lifestyle? Absolutely. Absolutely. I am what I talk. The scariest thing about women is her love. I never want someone to love me that hard. It's really unnecessary. Talk a little bit more about it. I like that statement though. Happy Gilmore says, here's another one. Learn to love yourself before you try to love another individual. That can help into it. That can help into it. Of course, Jules, of course. Working on music. Oh yeah, thank you. I appreciate you, Jules. Thank you. I'm a woman, and I agree 100% saying hold a woman for all she's worth and respect her value. You see her body language is she's not watching you, and if you don't, she'll know you won't. What's going on, Gagan? Great to see you. Welcome back. Won't let you live it down. Yeah, of course. That's the whole dating game. Have your standards and see who ticks the boxes or checks the boxes. A lot of people, both men and women, don't drop Don't drop people when they should. Yes, that is one of the biggest problems in dating. Like when I have clients or when I have men just message me on Instagram, when I have men comment on my videos and they talk about their issues or their problems, a lot of the times you will more than likely always see the red flags, but because you're like either attached too much in how you feel about this person, the memories, what could potentially be in the future, or you want what's between the legs. You like, let's just keep it a buck. You're just like, damn, the pussy. You probably pussy whip, or even on the vice versa for the women. But that's the thing, they don't see that there needs to be an end when things need to end. Real shit though. She was expecting too much too soon. Kiara, great to see you. Great to see you again. Shout out to you. How you doing, Frank? Shout out to you. She was expecting. It was too much because if we're just casually dating, if we're just casually doing stuff, I mean that's one thing. I don't mind being polite if it's truly downstairs. That's one thing. But that's see, it's just it was just demanding. It just rang off something in my head. I was like, I'm not fucking with it. And you got to be able to in the game. You in dating with women, you got to be able to cut them off even if something don't go your way. It don't matter even if right before you about to put it in. It don't matter. You got to tell it don't matter if she's stripping her clothes, but she said something like, she's, oh yeah, I stopped by last night. I didn't knock on your door or anything. I just want to stop by to see if there was no other girl. And even if shit should be crazy, bro. I know a few women who engage in textbook abuse to the men that provide everything for them and turn men against each other. Makes me hesitant. That's true, but don't let that be hesitant to your world though. I was talking about being a difference maker earlier, and being a difference is just still see positivity in dating, but in your experience in dating, because there are some people that's gonna do that. Just always remember that weak people will be with weak people, and weak people will try to control people for what they are. The name of the game, especially in dating, is freedom. Let them choose. Do I want to choose this? You know what I'm saying? What do you feel like your purpose is? Brandon asked. To live, bro. To live and empower. That's as simple as possible is what I can say. Elijah, great to see you. What did she start tripping about? You don't gotta say the whole story. Just what got her mad. I wasn't there from the beginning. Elijah, because I was upstairs already, and she was telling me to bring her purse upstairs, but she was already downstairs, and I was upstairs, telling her like we're gonna go to my room, go smash, and she told me to grab her purse, but the purse is downstairs, next to her, and I'm already upstairs. We went from the kitchen to the room, so that's what made her mad and slammed my door. And I was like, yeah, I cut that off immediately. Does she look good? Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've already hit it before. So it's like when it happened again, it was weird. And it was weird as fuck. Pardon, let me see this. From my experience, lots of fun and enjoying adventure. Thank you for 10 likes. Shout out to everybody. Let's work our way to 15 likes. And again, if you have not subscribed, subscribe to your boy. My name is All Star Izzy. And it's not just, it is subscribing to me, but it's subscribing to a lifestyle, subscribing to a community, people that you could potentially meet further. I do bring women on to my live. So if you want to call in, you must be over 18. But if you want to call in and shoot your shot at these women, there's opportunities to even do that. Or even, let's say, to shoot your shot, but you want to get some reps in. You need to shoot some buckets. You're like, I'm a bit rusty. I just got out of a relationship, or maybe this is my first time really doing some shit. I will bring women up, and I will have I have some who want to be on board with just wanting to assist with that. So trust, that's even in the process right now. 1000%. Cadence says, for real, not everyone around you is your friend, and not everyone that is your enemy is your enemy. Mike Tyson. Okay, you good. Kira Bruley. Is it Kira Bruley? That's a cool name. I'm not going to lie, I'm crazy, but I feel like it's a result of men doing me wrong and not putting up their end of the deal. I want to say something real quickly. I see you guys in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate y'all. I want to say something on this this message I just pinned for what Kiara just said. This is a testimony to a lot of things that I've been saying, right? Because although women operate on the level for themselves, they can think for themselves, they're their own person and individual. This is what I need to say. This is why it's important as a man to know what you say does matter. how you're leading does matter when you're having a woman. And it doesn't even have to be serious in relationships. It could just be in a woman that you're just dating, or you just first getting to meet. Because that, when you set the tone and saying, this is what I want, this is what it is, this is what's gonna happen, and you give her the ball so she's in your court, you throw her the ball and she either shoots or she puts it down, she says nah. But that's the hope. That's why it's so important and why I teach the things that I say. But like you say, he says, but I feel like it's a result of men doing you wrong or not putting you up into the deal. This is why it's important to say what you mean and mean what you say, because if you don't, it's a domino effect. Let's look at a broad perspective of dating really quickly, you guys. Let's just look at it, and I'm gonna look at the chat. Thank you guys for being here. Hit the like, subscribe. We doing this thing. Let me say this. If we look at it at a broad perspective, bird's eye view of dating, there's a lot of people on what they're trying to create a tactic to get in between her pants, right? They're trying to manipulate the situation to be seen like somebody she's not, or they're not, excuse me. They're trying to sell her the dream rather than being the dream that's already being sold. And that's the thing, that'd be one of the biggest trips. You're trying to sell her this dream, trying to talk a good game. The whole time though, you're not able to truly grasp that game that you're speaking because it's inconsistent within yourself. And you gotta remember, say what you mean and mean what you say. Gaggy says, do you see fireflies? I don't know, I haven't seen nothing. You need to watch For the Good and Bad. For the Good and Bad Demons. Is that what it's called, Kaden? Accountability blindness. That's when there are no good demons. Morris, that's a good one. That's a good one. There are some women who are not able to be accountable for their actions, and you know too. I sound very rare when I say the things that I say, but I've had a lot of thankfully I've had great experiences where women are accountable by certain things they do. Like if I call a woman's shit out, right? Like the night that happened when she slammed my door and shit. When I called her out and I didn't enjoy it. We talked later. She messaged me. She just said she's sorry for how she acted. She just felt some type of way. She just wanted me to grab a purse. And I told her, thank you for apologizing, but I don't want this to ever happen again. It was something small. It was already with you, but because I said something about it, you know, I wasn't scared. I was like, she's gonna hurt me. She's gonna, no, oh, no pussy for All-Star. No pussy. No, I said what I need to say. And women love and respect that. And if they don't like that, then that shows you that's a good thing. Because it's really one chance. One chance. Next time, you gotta let it go. She was tripping over true. Yeah, bro, it's crazy, bro. I think our purpose is to overcome adversity and experience God. Okay, cool. What's up, Crispy Bacon? I actually help other persons. What you mean, Gagan? Michelle says, I'm sorry, she could have gotten her own purse unless physically incapable. You're not responsible. Yeah, listen, I'm only saying this because I'm creating an example of this, like of why, like something small that has happened and why it's important to cut off even a good looking woman that you know you're going to smash. Because men will be weak to what's in between her legs into beauty and be like, well, you know what? She did disrespect me. I may feel it in my heart, but you know what? I'm about to smash. You gotta take accountability for your behavior, though. That's true, Elijah. That's true. Yo, Mr. Teller, what's up, bro? Mr. Teller says, should I be conversating with women? You know what? Conversating isn't a word. That shit blew my mind. I'm still gonna use it though. I'm glad people still use it. Should I be conversating with women about my struggles? I feel like most people talk about their struggles to each other. No, don't talk about your struggles. What if you talk? See now, here's the thing. I would say flat out no, but then there could be different ways to talk about struggle. So when you say struggles, what do you actually mean, Mr. Teller? Like what struggles exactly? Like your struggles with fear, your struggles with anxiety, your struggles with money, your struggles with trying to find a job. Like if I talk about a struggle with women, I make it into a flirtatious way. I'm having trouble looking away from you right now. Like something like that. Like I would have fun with it if I were to talk about struggles. What's up, bro? What's going on? The scariest thing about women is they male is too big for me to handle. Well, I hope you grow up until they can handle you. I never said didn't take accountability. Gil, salute, bro. I'm just speaking on where I believe the issues arose from I'm working on myself, absolutely, but my guard remains up after said experience. That's true though. That's true. That's true. Standing square, absolutely. Hey, I love that. I love that, Gil. I see you. I see you. Hey, the All-Star membership is open, is available. Thank you for 13 likes. Gil, when you get a moment, may you put the All-Star, just type in All-Star really quickly. I want to make sure that folks know, please. It would assist gratefully if you can like and subscribe. Thank you. Kara Blue says it's not the purse that was the issue for her. Yeah, no, she told me what the issue was. She said she just wanted me to do it. I know exactly what she meant. The thing is that I'm upstairs, you're downstairs, and you get your own purse and come meet me upstairs because that's what we were headed to. That's it. That's it. It shouldn't be nothing more, nothing less. But two, somebody pointed out something interesting. She wanted more too soon, and we was and she told me that she liked me a lot. She wanted to, so even small things like that, she liked me or whatever the case is. But still, it's not about that. I mean, we know what I said this is. If you want more, I'm not the guy for you. And I told her, most definitely. Oh, you're right. It's not a purse. You said you're crazy, but it's because of the okay. Gagan says, "Are you drunk? Are you talking to me?" What? Thank you, Gil. Thank you. Much love. She should have communicated. I'm learning that myself. I mean that's what happens, but that's the thing. See, she did communicate after the fact. I checked her. Here, the thing is that, listen, women don't know who a lot of women don't know who a real man is. And a real man is a man who is going to assert his boundaries when he knows the moment that he's being disrespected for his time, his presence, his energy, and he will check her. He does not care of how good she looks. He does not care if I'm about to smash. I just gave the story because, and this was years ago, a couple, 3-4 years ago. But I remembered it until she did hit me up in my DM because I'm back in the city. But she's still a good businesswoman. She got her own good shit. She got like a bartender shit going on, and I shout out to the bartenders. But anyways, that experience, even just going forward with things that I do, it don't matter. It don't matter with how good a woman is. They need to be told. Because if they cross a boundary, because two, not only does that show her that you're about your shit, this shows her that you're serious about yourself. That I say to myself, it doesn't matter what it is, who it is. It could be family, friends, cousins, third cousins, somebody I grew up with. It doesn't matter. The moment that they disrespect me, I will say something about it, because it doesn't matter who is saying it. It's about why you're saying it, why you're doing it. But this is not allowed in my life. That's what real men do with women. How pretty she is. It don't matter how much money she has. It don't matter none of that. Some guys are way deep into relationships, situationships with women, or doing stuff where they are afraid now to leave a relationship because of everything that they went through. Because too, you can start asserting your boundaries with a woman who doesn't respect you, and she's gonna be like, "Why are you doing this now?" And that's the thing. You can still develop, absolutely, but when women see you as weak already, it's no going back. Guarantee, bro. Guarantee. I feel like girls shouldn't have in her man. Let's see. She was tripping over trivial shit all star. Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah, I'm already knowing Elijah. Like that's like when it happened, I was just like, wow. But like that, like the reason why I remember it too is just because like that was just like a moment to choose. Like you get to choose your next decision. What's gonna happen next. And that shit was beautiful, bro. It depends who the accountability, and this is facts. Yeah, relationship does go both ways, but I'm speaking on just At least the most in the beginning. The beginning is very, very important. Very important. If they do you wrong, keep it moving, keep it peace. Yeah, and there's gonna be somebody else. You gotta have you gotta. It's something I talked about before, but you gotta educate people on how to treat you, right? You gotta educate people, especially if you're evolving. You're bossing up on yourself mentally, in life, world, material, emotionally, spiritually, and all those things. You're still gonna have to teach people how to treat you, and that a lot of that goes with women as well. Mainly in the process, 100. Yeah, Eric, you're crazy. I one day go on an adventure in the Hills Station. I saw nature. Hey, shout out to my dog Johnny Capahala. I love that icon next to your name. The All Stars is in the building, man. Salute, bro. It was you never talked about a lot of things like film. That's what's up, Gagan. Of course, Kaden. Of course. Fair share is like my sis situation. She and her BF both cook, clean, and pay fair share when living with together. I guess someone who's better or in the same position. But see, the thing, it doesn't have to necessarily be materialistic. I'm just talking in the sense of if you're weak in your mind, or if you're weak, if you have a lack of assertiveness, a lack of dominance, you're afraid to say the thing that needs to be said because how she can lash out. You don't want to hurt her feelings. Women would see that as weak. Women see that as like, this is, although this man is consistently in my life, I can put up with him, I can deal with him, but because he's not able to assert himself, this is new. Why are you doing this now? Why are you trying to be like this? Like, bro, I got in trouble. I didn't get in trouble actually, but one of it was a friend that I had. Their girlfriend didn't like him with me because of how I move and what I do, right? It's no secret that I do what I do. I don't mind. People want to know. People want to know. Whatever. But the thing with it's not necessarily about me. It's just that when she knows he talks to me about his shit that's going on, right? So when he tells me stuff, I had to sit back and listen to some things. But if he asked me advice, I would tell him. And she noticed a difference in him and how he's moving. And he told me. He said that she said to him, "Who are you and who is this person? Why are you acting brand new? You're acting a little bit weird." And he brought it up because he wanted to be honest and told her, "Well, I just been having conversations with All Star, and this is what been happening." She's like, "Well, I don't want you telling our business to our friends and this and that." Because again, he didn't start this relationship off strong. He wasn't being assertive. He was scared to say some things. He's scared to stand up for himself. He's scared to talk and say the point that needs to be said because she has yelled at him, right? But because he started being a little bit different, started showing himself, you know, I got it. I didn't get in trouble, but I got in trouble. She doesn't want me hanging around you, but I'm gonna keep hanging around you, man. Like, what's going on? Debbie, what's up? Women aren't scary, they're just annoying sometimes. Yes, folks, only treat you the way you treat yourself. Yes, be sure to like and sub. Most definitely do that. My name is All Star Izzy. Let's get up 20 likes. Thank you for the 15. I see y'all in the building. You just guessing? Okay. Well, you're engaging very well. I'll tell you that. Thank you for dropping that, Gil. Yes, you guys are more than welcome to enjoy and be a part of this all-star lifestyle. Also, mentally mature as well. It's just, you know what? Mentally mature equals to like being able to say no. That's what helps to be mentally mature. Like knowing yourself, knowing who you are, and learning these things, but being able to not pout and not emotionally lash, not yell, not scream, not shut down yourself emotionally. It means to be calm in what you feel and say what needs to be said. Communication is always key. Always key. Women here, there are women in here, aren't there? I'm cooked. Thank you, Jules. Thank you. Damn, he screwed up telling her he was talking to you. Now she look at him as weaker because she was. Exactly, Elijah. And it's just like it's crazy, but it's true. It's now she sees him. What's up, bro? But now she sees him as even more weak from the weakness he already was. And I can only talk about this because he already knows I say what I say. He knows it. He knows it. Every if I say anything that I say that has to do with experiences, anything that has to do with friends, people confiding in me, I always ask if I'm able to talk about a certain situation, because privacy is everything. Always remember that. But because we talk about it, we had these conversations, and I'd say it, dude. He's now seen more weaker than he was before. Only putting yourself in a hole. So that's when you have to just charge it to the game. You gotta charge it to the game because she's not gonna see you as any stronger. She won't. See, that's the thing. Even if you make a switch in a relationship, you can keep the consistency going, but always in the back of her mind, or who she is and how she is within, she's always gonna see you as some sort of weakness, bro. Always. Because that's who you were. Maybe like 10 years, maybe you guys break up around like 23. Y'all see each other again at 34. Maybe she can see you in a different light. Probably, you know. Gagan says, are you going to college? I'm not going to college. Not going to college. By the way, this Friday is gonna be amazing, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited. I got my first All-Star gaming event. I'm being accompanied by some great streamers. I'm gonna have a couple of streamers that's gonna pull up. Grateful for Johnny Capahala. He's in here right now. He's gonna be a part of it. It's gonna be awesome. A game night, first of many. It's gonna be very fun. You can see someone that's weak and it kills the whole mood. So what is a mood? It's like a flow of discussion, or pretend I'm done, by the way. Well, I appreciate you asking regardless. But let's see. But yeah, you can see someone that's weak and it kills the whole mood. So what is a mood? I think it's like, let's take it like you first meet a woman. And when you first meet with a lady, right? Let's say the first date. You guys went for some coffee, sitting next to each other, and you guys just having a conversation. And maybe she asks you a question like, maybe she asks you a question like, so what is it that you do for work? And then you tell her, what I do for work, honestly, it's a lot of things, right? You get a little personal. But I'd rather we focus, the conversation on each other. I talk about, work all the time with people that I work with, or if I'm on calls and stuff. And this is kind of like my time to be out of that. She's like, okay, right? You're saying what you're saying, right? You told her you don't want to talk about it, but you're still also reinforcing that you're spending time with her. So that's not a mood killer, right? So hold on. That's part one. Let's go to part two. Part two is gonna say, let's say you guys are having a flow conversation, right? Part two, you say, oh yeah, sometimes that's just what happens, and I'm here with the work guys here and there. And she's like, oh, work guys, oh, what do y'all do for work? She asks you again in a different way or something, right? She asks you in a different way. When she does that again, if you tell, it's gonna go two ways. One, you tell her, you reinforce what you said. I said, oh, so you can have fun with it. It's like, oh, so you weren't listening, huh? Or you're a detective, or you're nosy, like have fun with it, banter, flirt with her. Or if you tell her what you do for work, right? Because you already said you don't want it, but you tell her what you do for work. You're like, oh, okay, this is what I do. That isn't necessarily like a super mood killer, but what she can see in that moment is like, okay, I asked him in a different way, and he still told me, even though he reinforced that he doesn't want to talk about work. And women will do this sometimes because women still want to see how a man is going to be, even if he's enjoying his time with her, right? It's like shit testing in a sense, because two, women don't know who you are, so they're gonna say some subliminal shit just because of that. So that would be kind of like a mood killer, because two, it's not consistent with what you presented at first. You see what I'm saying? Inconsistency is a mood killer. Anything that is two-faced is a mood killer. You got to be able to be consistent as you're moving further. Thank you for 17 likes. Let's work our way to 20. Hit the subscribe button. Be a part of this shit. My name is All Star Izzy. Shout out to all the stars in chat. I love seeing them. Thank you guys. All right, let's keep. She'll always see you as the weak guy you were initially. Always. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. You have a great one as well. She will always see. That's the thing. You can't run away from that. You can't. Boss up. But see, that's why I gotta cover that speed video tomorrow. I'm gonna go live about I Show Speed, and I'm gonna talk about this clip that it was recommended to me, but I was like, wait, that's crazy. So then I watched the clip, and I thought it was wild the way he acted, and I was like, damn. It was just where I'm gonna have to break it down piece by piece. It's gonna be a really good live tomorrow. Joe says, my husband put boundaries from the beginning. Respect was his #1 requirement. It works for us, but specifically because he respects me as much as what he expects of me. Well, that's cool that he said it was, that he made sure it was there. Yes, sir. Make sure that y'all pull up to the game night. The game night's gonna go crazy. And asking what I do for work first date is a red flag for me. Comes off as how much money you got, my boy. Yeah, I don't like to talk about it. I just do for work, and that too. I could see that, but to me, it's just because it just sounds like an interview. Like, I really don't care to talk about what I do for work. Like, that's not gonna. What is this gonna do for you? I told the story before, but I told a woman that I was on a date with for the first time. She was just really robotic and asking interview questions. And I told her, you seem like a great girl, but this isn't for me. I'm not having fun. Real shit though. Real shit. You're an architect, a lot of struggling of life, like someone can bully me. But think positive. Ignore everything I do. What I do one day, think was changed. I call up for interview. I go, I select for job. Are you like role playing in the question, Gaggin? Asia says, what is the scariest thing about me? I am a vegetarian. I can't sleep over a guy's house. That's cool. Hey, listen, I feel that. That's real. Vegetarian. Wait, so vegetarian ain't scary. Vegetarian ain't scary. A lot of people would be scared. I told somebody I don't eat beef or pork, and they called me scary. It was insane. But can't sleeping over a guy's house. That's a smart thing to do though. That's a smart thing to do. That's actually a really crazy thing to do. Just really think about it. Like, let me ask y'all. Y'all ever if any of y'all have one night stands, did y'all sleep over the same night? They show that too much in movies. Y'all know that, right? Like, in movies, it's so normalized to sleep. Like, they make it so normalized to sleep over in a one night stand. Was it the clip with his ex? Yes, it was, Elijah. Yes, it was. I'm breaking that shit down tomorrow. Kira says, IDK, I'm just a different breed. I don't play little games like that for info. I wouldn't make a man play little games to know what I'm on. I give what I want in return. So what is something that you give that you want in return, Kira? Yo, struggling on my what? What's up, Debbie? Some girls ask about work because we are serious about settling down. It's less about how much money you got. It's more that does this man have a reliable job? Yeah, but me having a reliable job doesn't do nothing about the connection between you and I. And even if you are serious about settling, tell me that. Because then I could tell you, I'm not. And I wouldn't know that just yet by knowing who you are. So let's continue this date and, let's see if we even get past tonight or some shit. On some fun shit. Here's a secret I learned. You can't try to be too smart. You need to brace your inner. That's fun too. A reliable job for making money. Yeah, see, that's a reliable job doesn't correlate to sexual tension. A reliable job doesn't mean chemistry. A reliable job doesn't mean laughs and a good time and great memories, affection. It doesn't mean connection. So reliable jobs, for anyone who wants to evolve and move forward as a man, definitely have a job that's well paid. Get some well paying jobs, really, to be honest. Definitely fend for yourself. Get some nice shit. Get some nice shit for yourself, And if a woman comes into your life, then that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta ride down the stairs in a Okay. What up, Cruz? What's going on? But yeah, that's what I got. I mean, just for that, for the reliable jobs. I mean, it's the things that like, and if you do want to settle down, you should make that known. I see. I don't like going in with that mentality, but that's the thing. I don't see that for myself. But I've talked with women where they've talked about like they got our relationship. They haven't been with someone in over like a couple of years or 6 7 months, whatever the case is. Now it's not up for me to believe it whether or not. I mean, maybe she just wants a reaction. I don't know. I tend to have good experiences, but if they were lying, then that's on them. I mean, it doesn't see anything different from the connection that we have. And I think that's what's most important, because dating should be about connection first. Well, how do we connect on a certain level? Is our chemistry good? Is our compatibility good? Do we like to flirt with one another? Do we both desire each other? Do we both even want to smash? Now that's even the next point, because whether they that's a make or break situation. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna like. I mean, like, if the sex ain't good, I'm probably not. I'm not gonna. No. I'm probably out of there for sure. Yeah, for sure. Chemistry is just a priority to me. Well, connection specifically. Kara says, depends where your head is at. If she is looking to settle down with you, we not buying a house just for me to end up covering all the bills. 50/50 is solid. I just want to know that it's truly that. Yeah, like as you stated before, you been through situations where you're used to a lot of men not holding the end of their stick or not being true to their word. So I can see where you come from, but this is what I'm saying. I'm just speaking from a first name basis. We first getting to know each other. We're talking. It's our first day, maybe even second date. But as far as like looking to settle down with me, honestly, that's too soon. Like if she was already talking about that on a first or second date, I might have to charge it to the game. And the only reason I say that is because that's just not it's like you're doing this to date with what is the word? It's almost like an expectation. It's not what I want to say though. It's like oh man, does anybody know what I'm trying to say? I don't know what the words are specifically, but it's like you're not dating me for me. You're dating me for what I have, type shit. If that makes sense. Yes, the beginning, the beginning. I'm talking about first day, second day. It's like we there. We not down 2 years in advance. We're not even 2 years ahead. We are right here. Tell Shawty I live for a living. I like that. What I do for a living is breathe. What I do for a living is do me. What you're experiencing right now. What I do for a living is that. Sometimes I'll troll it. They be like, "What do you do for a living?" I'll just say some things like, what I do. Honestly, what does everybody do? Have you ever thought about that? And you you kind of just get all philosophical and shit. But I'm like, like some people will be like, "Oh, what you oh, how you been?" I'm be like, I've been good, just really just in my zone, creating some ideas. But as I'm creating them, I get so many ideas that come in, and then I start to like get overwhelmed by them. So I'm just been on that, and a couple of other things. Thanks for asking. How about yourself? I make shit personal. Now it doesn't got to be too like that or detailed. It's just that it's like getting outside of the norm, because the norm is like always. So where you from? Oh, you from Oklahoma? Oh, cool. How's the weather there? Oh, the weather. Oh, the weather is nice. Nice. Does your family live there? Oh, cool. How long has your mom been there? Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, where I'm from. Sorry, I didn't hear that the first time you asked. I'm from New York. Yeah, New York is so busy. They got all those rats and the train is crazy. Oh, I'm out there. My family does live there. But yeah. So what do you do for work? Like they're both, how they both be like, so what do you do? Because it's kind of awkward. That's the norm. Like listen, that is a normal interaction in dating. That is dead ass what they do. Like this is how they talk. And I will talk to people like or like I'll talk to like I just in smaller if I had an interaction like that with a woman, I'll just be like, I would just ask her something completely different. I'm like, so do you ever feel like you just meet the same people in different bodies? Do you ever feel like what you're doing is not what you really want to do? Like, yo, baby girl, get out your goddamn mind. I can't stand that shit. Like, oh my God. Why is it so normal to do? Like, and see, here's the thing. I'm not even talking about like small talking in a network setting. And two, if you're networking, don't even fucking talk about where you're from. And you can speak on that. Excuse me. It's a bit of an etiquette that comes to when you're networking, but don't talk about your families there and this and that. If it has to include with a backstory, what got you to where you are now, or what inspired you to get to this point, then that's one thing. But if we're talking about dating, why in the fuck? Why the fuck are you talking about your family? And what does that have to do with you and I? Right? And that doesn't even need to be rude. You know, yeah, so what did you okay, boom, 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 boom. We're going to the next thing. We're going no, I got you. I'm role playing. Let me turn the music up. Give me a second. I'm on a first date, right? No. We went past the first date. That was Peter and that was Sarah. Peter and Sarah. Now we're into the second date, right? First date passed. We decided to go on a second date, and then we're past that. Now we're texting. We're at home. Beep. Bzz, bzz. The vibration. Now it's me. I texted her. I told her, "How was your day today?" She texts back, "Beep. Bzz, bzz. Hey, it was good. You? No, it was good. Period. You? Question mark. Bzz, bzz, beep. Good. What did you do today? Bzz, beep, beep. Oh, I walked my dog and had spaghetti. Bzz, beep, beep. Me. Oh, that sounds good. How was the food? Bzz, beep, beep. But do y'all get the gist though? Do y'all get the gist of what I'm saying? It's boring out here. Like, bzz, beep, beep. Hey, I said, oh, good. That sounds good. How was the food? Bzz, beep, beep. Sarah saying, back to Peter, really good. What did you eat today? Bzz, beep, beep. Oh, just gonna eat some bologna sandwich with Pringles. Bzz, beep, beep. What is going on right now? Bologna sandwich. And there's some people that eat bologna, so don't even say you don't. But this is what I'm saying. Joel, what's up? It is real. Also, too, Katie, I like that icon next to your name. You were gifted an all-star membership. But this is just what I'm saying. B3, what's up, bro? It's boring in dating. Like men and women. See, the thing is too, I don't even want to blame women, bro. I don't want to blame women. Like I can't blame women because I am a firm believer. It is always the man. It's always the man who like either can show a new way of having fun, show her that he's fun so she can be fun with him, and that is okay to have fun, or vice versa. Women can show that they're fun, but you can be like, she can send you a picture. Right. Hold on, I'm Sarah, right? I'm Sarah. I'm sending a picture of me with I got my fucking cat, right? This is my cat. Somebody give me a cat name real quick. Should have started talking more about what you all do next. Right, Tammy, right, exactly. Somebody give me a cat name. Bzz, beep, beep. Nala. Okay, we got Nala. So I'm Sarah and I'm with Nala, right? My black cat, right? Nala, Garfield, Fluffy. Boom. So we're taking a picture. Right? Bzz. Beep, beep. No, hold on. I got you. Hold on. So I'm with Nala. I'm Sarah right now. I'm taking a picture like a selfie and I'm sending it to Peter. Okay. This is Nala, Garfield, Fluffy. And we both wanted to say hi. He, kiss face, sent. Dropping the phone. Ooh, look what I did. I just did something crazy. Okay, now to Peter. Bzz, beep, beep. He's looking at the picture. He clicks on it. He zooms in. I'm zooming in right now. Okay. He likes the photo. He texts back, haha, she's cute. What's some boring shit to say? Just haha, she's cute? Haha, she's cute. Tell her I said hi back. Bzz, beep, beep. Sarah gets a text message back. Hey Nala, he says hi. No. She takes it. Fuck it. Let's go extreme. She takes a video. Hey, Nala. Peter says hey. He says hello to you. Say hey back. And she's like, meow. She meows and shit. Sends it back. Bzz, beep beep. Gives it to Peter. Peter sees it. He's hearing it. Hey, Nala says hi back. Say hi back with the meow. Nah. He sees it. Haha. Nice. That's cute. Hi, Nala. Bzz. Beep, beep. The whole thing that I'm trying to tell you guys is that a lot of men have no imagination when it comes to flirting. So if a woman were to text me a picture of her and her cat with a kiss face, right? First of all, two pussies, one picture. Now, hold up though. You ain't gotta say all that just yet. But you can, don't even like the photo. You don't even gotta heart the photo, right? Just reply underneath that shit. Reply on how cute she looks. And how cute, reply on how cute Sarah looks, but say, I think Nala she's beating you just a little bit on the cuteness level. And then send it to her. Have some fucking fun! Gee, man. Bleed for me says small talk is such an integral part to early dating. It's like training wheels for talking to somebody. Don't get me wrong, I hate when we stay there for too long. Yeah, see, I be in and out, bro. I get out of that thing, to be honest. Tammy says scariest thing about women is when you start first conversation before the date. She tell you what your ears want to hear, knowing she telling lies. Depends. Cause if she told me that she's good at Smash Bros, that's like don't you know what I'm saying? I love a good time. I face a lot of challenges daily, like some people here are the same. Good, I just ask to never give up on every situation. Okay, cool, Gagan. You're such a Mac. I appreciate it. Volunteering too much information. Man, Orca? Hold on, Elijah. Hold on. Nala's you know what? That's gonna be our pretend cat name, all right? It's gonna be Nala. Yo, I should do that little thing. Our pretend cat name going further. And if I forget it and I do a scenario where I'm role playing, just tell me, just be like, oh, Nala, okay? Boom. Nala go hard. Nala's a fire ass cat name. That's tight. Yeah, they both win it. First, you control your emotion. Bro, the cat's gonna get some action before you do, and that's the fucking cat. She's look. Because Peter didn't respond back with like something cute, she's like, Nala, why do all these guys suck? Like she's holding her in her hands like, Nala, all guys just suck. Mwah. You know, the little kiss so she can feel some comfort and purring and shit. And she's just like, man, all guys they just suck. She just feels that way because you're boring. What's up, Remy? We talking about being boring and dating. That's what the hell we talking about. Oh my goodness, man. Small talk is the killer. It is the killer. Small talk is a killer. Now, I'm not saying off of the rip, Oof, I can't even say that because things can work. It can work. I'll just say it doesn't mean off the rip going all out and telling her you're the most beautiful thing I ever seen. You're so sexy, the way you talk and the way you look and the way you dress, and oh my god, look at you. Like I'm not even saying. You know what I believed in? I remember one time I was lucid dreaming and I was having a crazy ass conversation with this demon that was in a paralysis, sleep and everything. Stop. You know, the other day when I was at work, there was a robbery that happened, and I thought to myself, what if I stood up and just took a chance and then did something about it so no one can get hurt? I'm not even talking about that deep talking. Just flirt. Have fun. Alvin, I see you with that icon next to your name. Player A, if you have an all-star icon next to your name, drop some emojis. We in this thing. Thank you for 20 likes. Let's work our way up. Let's keep going. Let's keep going to the top. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to your boy. We on the road to the top. Let's keep motherfucking going. Damn. See, this shit got me fired up, bro. Like, I can't stand. Oh my god. See, like y'all seeing how much I don't like boring. I don't like boring. I made a earlier this year on the Valentine's week. I made 7 videos straight for Valentine's week, and I talked about how sexual routines are the death of romance. I like romance. I like banter. I like flirting. I like to have a good conversation with a woman. I like eye contact. I like having a mental dance between us. I like having a physical dance if that's what comes to it. I like a slow burn, but not a slow burn where it has to be like a really crazy thing. Not romantic where I'm such a romantic that I don't see past beyond my fantasies. No, I see everything for what it is. But just know that my words, my tongue, how I'm smooth with it can be romantic. The way I have a way with words, right? Words have a way with me. I have these conversations with them, make them feel great because that shit is inside of me. 1000%. Remy says the scariest thing about women for me is when they are their period. When they are on their period, everything is wrong when she's on her period. I could ask her if she wants some water and I'm automatically in the wrong. I grew up with women, so I know what you're saying. Women are hilarious, bro. Like I grew up with women, so when I know what you're saying. Have a good one, Gaggin. Slide the snacks under the door. Yeah, like use a spatula and shit. Push that bitch too. Like use a spatula so they know that so they can see that you was there. Man, bro. Or ask someone what do they want to eat and where they would like to go and they say I don't care. Bro, man, don't even, man. Forget about what you have for dinner. You know what? Instead of telling me what you have for dinner, why don't we have dinner? Come over. Come over at 9:30. I have this nice playlist that I want to play in the background. And you tell me you like to cook, so come cook. Let me see what skills you have. Show me yourself. If you dare. Come on, bro. A couple should plan dates to different things like what each other like. Yeah, that's a code. What up, Gojo? The one. But I'm the one. So just gotta let you know. What's up, man? Or Carly says, or when you ask someone how their day was and they just say sucked, and when you proceed to ask what they did, they say stuff, and when you, damn. What a well thought out like statement. But not facts though. It's true. It's just like if we have a boring conversation, ladies, any future ladies, any ladies that listen to this on the private end. If you want to have me more of my time and with me, you have to not be boring. Okay? What's up, Reese? Kira says, what's your sign? The All-Star. I'm the star sign. What you mean? That whole sequence is crazy. Yeah, it is. It is though, Elijah. You saw that too, right? So many things to do, or cancer. Appreciate it. Getting shut down like it's COVID. Yeah, for sure. I am the honored cat. That you can be the honored cat. I'll be the honored star. You funny, believe me. My McDonald's order. Let me get a little small fry. Let me get a McChicken. You know what I'm saying? I'll take some water, light ice, please. You feel me? That'd be my order. I used to really like the nuggets, but I don't eat those nuggets as much anymore. I think it's like fake meat, ain't it? But they told you they said it was fake meat now, so it's crazy. That's something else. When the person you talk to is always negative, like anytime y'all text, they're always mad. Set. Oh my, Katie, don't get me started. Yo, cause like, listen, I don't mind where, listen, life happens. Life does happen, and as it happens, people have their own thing. You see, this is okay. Now, okay, hold on, because this is like how I see dating. Is that dating is its own island. It is someplace you can have a fresh breath of air. Now, this doesn't take away from you wanting to potentially get into a serious relationship. This doesn't mean none of that. This just means that if we're dating, or let's specifically just say in the beginning, right? We're just here to enjoy each other's company. Life is crazy. Family can be crazy. The job is wild. But what matters is the 1 hour that you and I have from 9:30 to 10:30. So right now, time doesn't exist. Just you and I are here, okay? And two, you don't even have to say those things. But two is that having a conversation where there doesn't have to be these boring interview questions, it really actually helps women, right? The other person you're with, to get out of their mind, to bring them into the moment. Be present with me. I want to be present right now. That's why I'm here. And you should join me. I often talk about the tango, the slow burn, and natural connection. So a mental dance is I extend my hand, my hand, right? She grabs it because she chooses to dance with me. I pull her in, twirl her, bring her in close, and now we're dancing. But that's like a mental dance. It can happen physically if you want to dance too, that can. But what's important is to always know that, firstly, your time is everything. So if you take time to date, you're taking time out of your life. And life is important. Life is everything. This is why we're here right now. This is why we're here. But the thing is too though, enjoy that shit. Enjoy the dance between. And if it doesn't even go further than 30 minutes, that's fine. Learn from what you got and keep moving. Shit is everything. Goja says, are you Muslim? I am not. I'm an all-star. But if women are negative or pessimistic around me, they got one time, okay? You can escape your life for an hour with me. But this hour that you're gonna come escape with me from whatever you got outside, and I don't even want to say escape like you're running away from shit. Whatever you got outside of me has nothing to do with me. What has to do with us is us right now in this moment. So if one time pessimistic, listen, life can have its ups and downs, but what's up is us right now. So I know that you said yes immediately when you said you want to go out with me. Why'd you say it so fast? Boom. Come on, man. Hell, sometimes I don't even get a text back. That shit will go on red. You're over it? Man, fuck them. Raising Cane's at Chick-fil-A? I have never had Raising Cane's. It is selfish, Kira. It is selfish to bring the mopiness around you. That is a very selfish thing. It's very selfish. And it's disrespectful. If you really have things going on, don't come. If I look forward to seeing you, don't bring your problems to this date. I'm not gonna be the one listening. And if you want me to listen, right? And I'm saying it's going further. If you want me to listen, you genuinely just need to get things out of your chest, but you got shit going on, this is what I need you to do. You're gonna pay for my drinks. You're gonna send me some money, right? Because of my ear and my words aren't free. But you're gonna pay for my drink, send me some money. If I want an appetizer, I like mozzarella sticks, you're gonna buy it. Okay? So now you gotta pay my time. If you want me to sit here and listen to all this yap. Come on, man. Misery does like company. Bro, IDK had to dance, Remy says. Listen, I'm not the best dancer either. But, I got a little groove to me. You feel what I'm saying? As long as you got the two-step. Exactly. That's it, Elijah. Be hitting that salsa. That's what's up. Yes, to learn each other. Just have fun. Pause. Yeah, but yeah, you gonna have to pay for my time for sure. Like I wouldn't. Shit, women already. Let me not say too much. But anyways, if you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. Let's get to 25 likes. Let's keep going. If you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe to us. This Friday is gonna be one of the most monumental things and one of the biggest things I've done. Well, shit, everything I do, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. But really, everything I do is legendary. But this Friday is gonna be it's gonna be legendary. I'm not a video game streamer, so it's gonna be my first time streaming video games. It's gonna be fun. I'm playing Roblox, Fortnite, Jackbox, Overwatch. There was one more, and Among Us, and I'm gonna be accompanied by some great people. So if you like to participate in that, and you want to play some games, and let's say not necessarily like the games that like that, but I highly recommend people play Jackbox and Among Us, cause it's really fun. Jackbox is like Cards Against Humanity but online, and then Among Us, bro, you get to literally people like you gotta hide being the what is it called when you're the person with the knife and shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying if you know it. Leave work and promise behind. It's fun time just for. That's what I'm just. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Respectfully, I don't care. I don't care what you do for it. I don't care how your dog threw up and now you got cleaners over. I don't care. Unless that prevented you from coming and you told me in advance, and that's one thing, cool. But I don't listen. It's about us. It's about this moment and right now. But there's so much like it's so deep on how much the moment matters and how much the time matters when you take care of your time, when you're intentional with your time. That shit matters for people. Everybody has something going on. We are looking for somebody to escape the negativity, not add to it. Nicole says, how old are you? I'm 27. Last relationship I was in, crazy girl told me she was pregnant at 13 on purpose. Wow. What time do you normally go live? I always catch you randomly late at night. Imposter! Thank you, Believe for me. So at nights it's really random. I'm actually about to get off in a minute. But I'm doing I want to do more afternoon lives during the day. So that's gonna be like around like 3, 4-ish. And then I usually do some at like around 9 and 10 on Friday and Saturdays. But this Friday I'm gonna be going live earlier in the afternoon for sure. MM2, what's MM2? I'm not sure what that is. Combat Warriors, never heard of it. But yeah, Roblox, yeah, like it was a highly requested game that my audience wanted me to play. So I'm gonna play Roblox. It's gonna be my first time playing it, so it's gonna be the first game that I play. Never played it before, don't know what to expect. Some people show me some things about Roblox, but I was like, I guess. So we're gonna see. I'm just gonna listen more to like the people who have experience in it and the people who like know what they're doing. I gotta get with some people, I forgot. Yeah, I gotta get with some people to help me out about it. What the hell? Men pay for dates to show women they can prove they can be the provider and give her a sense of safety and security. What are you talking about, Nicole? I don't pay for dates to show that what's up, Jeffin? I don't pay for dates to show that I'm a provider or to give her a sense of safety and security. I'll pay for the date because if I invited her out, I'm paying for it. It's an invitation. First time, definitely try Combat Warriors and You good. I'll look it up right after this. But I want to say thank you guys. I appreciate you guys for being here. If you haven't liked, I am about to end in a few. But one thing that I like to do is that I like to put some stars towards the end. So if you're in the building and if you're new to this live, put some stars in the chat. I've seen there were some all-star members. If you got that green in that all-star membership next to your name, it's going to be crazy. This Friday, I am going to announce a giveaway. Young Chucky, I see you in the building. It's a gore game. If you don't like gore, don't play it. One of my favorite video games is Mortal Kombat. Sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Young Chucky with the stars. You like Mortal Kombat the most in COD. Can't do COD. Super rage bait. But on my phone, I've been playing Cooking Madness. Never played that before. I don't like cooking games or racing games as much. But you know what I'm saying? I do have Mortal Kombat, so there could be a potential we can 1v1, Kira. But you don't want to lose against. You don't want to lose against a player like me. I do like COD Zombies. But you know what? Listen. We could potentially do not even a potential. We will be doing a part 2 to my All-Star Gaming event. This is just the first of many. So we're gonna keep going. Thank you guys for the stars. I see you in the building. Shout out to everybody. My name is All-Star Izzy. To shine within is to shine without, and authenticity, new sexy. Subscribe. Stay tuned. My SoundCloud is Izzy Cortell. But stay tuned because I will be going live every single day this month. And at the end of the month, I have a special announcement for everybody. Thank you guys for supporting me. Shout out to salute to y'all. I look forward to seeing you guys. Thank you for your consistency. This is what the All-Star Gaming is for. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you again. Remember, to shine within is to shine without. Let's keep doing this thing. Until next time, y'all. Peace.